Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master today. Oh, hold on. Ah, jeez. Get off the books.
Any minute now, folks.
Any minute
now.
Kev's trying to make his animal handling save right now. For the
Yeah, it really is. As soon as we went live, Anna jumped up on all my books. I'm like, shit, no. So today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Jeff Talanian's very cool Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. And with me today are the stars of the Reavers of Thule campaign, the Reavers themselves. Why don't I go through the order I've got you guys on the screen here? Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, I have Dave.
Hey everyone, I'm Dave. I'm playing Gwenrig Jen's daughter. She's a Norse type character who is basically just a human fighter. And yeah, she's based on a story character that I created for my last novel.
Awesome. And next up is Robert.
Yeah, I'm playing Reagan, a 5th level rune graver and rune carver. Damn you!
Gonna be one of those days, folks.
No, rune graver.
Strap in. It's gonna be rough.
So, and she's in the middle of a jungle, and that's about all she knows at this point.
Nice, excellent. Next up is Colin, aka Spoikbit.
Hello there. I will be playing Kane the Hammerer, back from his 2-match ban, and I think we're in the jungle. Last time I checked, we was in the jungle. I'm looking forward to finding out what's been going on in my absence.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Amar. He is a monk from 18th century Earth.
Very nice. What level is he currently?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Level 6.
Mm.
Oh, I
Pretty
didn't
tough.
mention.
40,000 more to go to 7.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny, those the rewards you get from some of the magic items, it seems a lot bigger when you're at lower level. Like, wow, you get a whole 1,000 XP from this? Psh, it's nothing later on. All right, guys, so Dave and Will, you were here last session. Why don't you tell the guys what happened last time?
Well, we spent about half the session trying to figure out how to get into the place because everybody was paranoid about the door, and we were using sticks and spells and special abilities to try and figure out how to open the door. And then I think one of the characters just walked up and used a stick and like literally popped it open. And so after we got into the place, then things got a little crazy. There was a steam trap, I think, behind one of the doors. We opened it up and it tried to cook us into boiled eggs. And then we tried another door and there was a room full of supplies and 2 automatons, but they were inert, so we carried on. And then actually when we hit the steam trap door, that's when the automatons decided to spring their trap on us and come cruising around the corner and with their little electric powered hammers to smash us into bits. And then we dispatched them, checked out the room, head upstairs, started wandering around the tower, and came across another room that had a stove and a bunch of like kitchen type supplies. And something from attacked us in that room, I think, too. And then there was some like gassy entity that looked kind of snake-like that slithered away or disappeared into one of the vents. And then we carried on up the tower, and now we're in another room.
Okay.
Or is that 2 sessions ago?
No, that's this session. Yeah. So here's what you guys have uncovered. Let me reveal some stuff in here. Kane and Reagan, you guys were waiting outside. You were watching the horses for up to now. So what's happened is this is where, let me show you where you guys have explored thus far. Come on. All right, so the door to the automatons was down there. And you can go ahead and peek your head in there. This was the place that was the storage room. And there was 2 of them in there. You recovered some batteries. You recovered some other stuff in there. And there was a staircase that led up. You guys elected to ignore that for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
You guys also opened the door in front of you, and that was the one that was apparently a trap. That's the one that...
We were doing Theater of the Mind, which is why none of this map looks familiar.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm like, why does none of this look right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was no map. It was cool.
And then this was the hallway that you guys went down.
Mm-hmm.
And what you found as you made your way in here... Put all you in here.
Did we go around the curve?
That you went around the curve down to here, where the... you saw there's 2 doors there. The door on the... And then there was a staircase over here as well.
Okay.
You opened... Hello. You want to come up? Up you go. Good girl. You opened that one door. Hello.
Which one?
Patience.
Oh, sorry. I looked away for a second. That's why I asked. I was like,
Okay. That door opened up, and that's where you found that kitchen with everything set up in there. And then you guys had just opened the door on the far side. And each of these doors opened up like a strange hatch of some kind. And you haven't made your way in there yet. But what's happened is I think you hear a kind of from further back. And I'm going to assume that what you guys did was you made your way back to here, and you found that the doors had opened, and Reagan and Kane had stepped inside.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kane, why don't you give us 2 rolls of your hit dice for recovering on your character sheet there, because you would have had at least 2 days of extra recovery. I won't penalize you for coming straight from that fight with the what do you call it? With the those giant ants. Oh, I think you even missed that fight, maybe.
Yeah.
You are muted, Colin.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, I missed that fight, so that was 5, 6, 7.
So,
Do
Kev,
you add Constitution to that?
You do, yeah. Your con bonus should be added to that.
So 8, 9. So 9 on top of that. So 27.
Yeah.
so Kevin,
Cool.
was that 1 or 2 days since? I'm just thinking because Reagan certainly would.
No, we're not doing that. Nope. I'm just giving him the benefit of a little bit. We're not. If you guys miss sessions, your characters don't get the benefit of that. Just Kane was down quite a bit, fresh from like the fight with the. What do you call it? Okay, what is going on here? Okay, good. I just want to make sure the stream is going okay. All right, so then Kane, yes, add your. Oh no, that includes your. The roll looks like it includes your con bonus. They weren't great rolls, unfortunately. So you got 7 hit points back, Kane.
And Kane, can I ask you a real quick question? Remembering you gave me the hammer a while back. Do I still have that, or did you take that back? You gave it to me at one point because I needed a magical weapon. Kane looks frozen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Colin's
No.
moving.
What's up?
Oh, sorry, Kane. I was asking you. Do I still have the? You gave me the hammer a while back because I needed a magical weapon. But I think in one session you were using it again, so I just wanted to see.
No, I've got 2. I've got 2 hammers.
Okay, so I have your old one.
Yes.
Okay.
But if a Janir was using it at one point as well, so I don't know.
Okay.
You guys did recover another hammer last session as well.
Dave's got that, I think.
So there was 2. It's not magical though. It's Warhammer. That one has 4 charges and each charge does 2d6 electricity damage when struck.
Okay. Anyway, it's
in one of these rooms.
Yeah.
Does that answer the question, Rob?
I think so. I think we could probably assume, since Iphigenia is not here today, that Reagan's using it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So then remember, I think it's a two-handed hammer, though, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so she can't use her shield.
Yeah.
But she
Okay.
doesn't have a shield, so.
All right. So then, guys, that is, you guys have got back together. You've got a brief description of what's going on. To describe what the inside of this thing looks like as well, the floor has it's like a metal surface. It's got some corrugation to it, so you've got some traction. The walls are all made of metal as well too. The doors have a strange kind of heavy metal kind of quality to it, like a heavy iron. If you're picturing kind of like 50s sci-fi kind of portals, that's a good way. The kind of like weird submarine quality that they have. That's what the interior here looks like. It's got that vibrant silver kind of sheen to it, or chrome sheen to it. The only exception to the sort of advanced technology that you found are these crude illustrations that were framed with old wood that were found in that corridor. Along the wall, there were drawings of various things that no one could identify, creatures and objects that didn't make sense. One of them looked kind of like an Atlantean ancient flying ship. Iphigenia was able to identify that, but otherwise, mystery.
And there's been no contact with sort of indigenous type people or anything like that.
No, I mean, apart from Arlen's character, Arlen's new character is actually from this region.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So he's from here, but apart from that, what he has been referring to these people as is the Sky People.
All right.
And then you did find, as the guy said, there was a strange, like grayish cloud or mist that came in that had flashes of red eyes within it that seemed to come out, and then it went away, and then there was a terrible laughter that echoed throughout the building.
So when they've talked about the Sky People, was there any explanation as to why they were called the Sky People?
Legends say that they first appeared when their stuff fell from the sky.
Fell from the. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. So, where would you guys like to go next then? You did.
Well, eventually.
Big door here. That was the steam trap, right?
That was the trap. Yeah.
We don't want to go there.
Are you sure? It was pretty fun.
The extra hammer's in this room here.
I think
Reagan's go back up and around.
What else was in the room? Just the hammer sitting there? Or that was where we killed. Oh, that's where we killed the
Automatons.
Yeah.
Deactivated then.
What do you folks think about the north door?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We should go back kind of the way we had been and keep exploring in that direction.
Yeah, you had just.
Would it make sense to at least get the hammer?
If you want.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that for sure. If you want to go get it.
Sure, especially if it doesn't what do you call it? Read as magic. I think Reagan would be perfectly happy to take it. So.
Okay. Now I think you guys will need to share the batteries with it as well, because you guys had stripped them of all the batteries last time.
And so, Kev, remind me. This is it's basically a is it one-handed or two-handed?
These.
Put it in the chat.
Go ahead, guys. All right. Did one of you guys, Amar or Gwen, did you pick them up?
Yeah, I'll put the notes in the chat.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Dave.
Okay, thanks. Great.
Okay. So then, guys, go ahead and make your way down that corridor. And the other thing you can tell is that throughout here, too, there is a constant hub of some kind of some throbbing behind the walls here. To the point that it's, you guys have to speak with a little bit of louder voice in order to to here.
Okay. So we've got a couple of more doors.
Mm-hmm. And each, let's see here. Yeah, really. Let's see here. So the batteries you have available is one's got 4 charges, one's got 19 charges. It looks like.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, again, guys. So that door was the one that you just opened.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell you how glad I am that you opened that door.
All I can think of is the Ramon song.
Which one? Pet Cemetery? I think I told you guys this, but like one of the way that we track codes in for codes at home or at work, like for file numbers, is with the what do you call it? The year first, right? So and then I've got like different programs I'll use. I'll use my timekeeping one, and I'll use my like looking up stuff. So I often have to like try and put it in my head for a minute or two and repeat it. And all year, I immediately have segued into I want to be sedated whenever I want to. Whenever I want to transfer it over, because I'm like 2020.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, there's worse things to have caught in your head. Oh, jeez. And truly, like, if there's a more appropriate song for 2020, I don't know. Good lord. Okay, so then, guys, what you see as the door opens, apart from a bunch of New York punks, is a. You see dust-covered shelves crammed with all manner of books and scrolls that line the walls of this enormous curving library. A large desk, its top cluttered with scrolls and papers, sits in the western end of the room. A metal door leads to the south, while north of it, a second door stands slightly ajar, revealing what appears to be a reading nook. And that door is right there. You can actually see it from where you are.
Remind me of the illumination in here.
Everything's got the strange, that same strange, flat, lifeless illumination. That white, yeah.
Stuff and it's coming from the ceiling, or is it just ambient?
Yeah, from the ceiling.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gee, what a day for it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. One at a time, guys. If you hear someone else talking, stop talking, guys, because otherwise we just get noise.
Okay.
Who wanted to say something?
Sorry. I was just thinking, what a day for Iphigenia and Balo not to be here.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Let's see. So let's move in here a little bit.
Where are the books and such, Kev? They're like out in this area?
All along the walls. It's shelves. Yeah, shelves that are crammed with all manners of books and scrolls.
Reagan looks at them. Does she have any? Does it look anything like a language that she could read?
What languages does she speak?
Sorry, that would be good to know, right? Basically, Celtic. Sorry, that would be Celtic and Norse.
No.
So.
Nope. None. Okay. Unfortunately, none of these are familiar to you. Okay. The script is similar. The script is similar to what you guys have seen before on other Atlantean artifacts.
That's what I was going to say. This is that Atlantean type stuff.
Okay.
I don't think any of you guys actually speak Atlantean. I think the only one who speaks anything close to that is Iffy.
Yeah.
Reagan will just then, once she realizes that, she'll keep an eye out just in case there are like any runes or something on, engraved on any of the book backs or whatnot. Who knows? Maybe the Atlanteans were studying runes at some point.
Okay. There's more books in the nook. Maybe if you looked at those. Let me open up the thing there.
Oh wait, the store.
Yeah, let me just open that up for you. Go.
And the ceiling collapses.
Okay.
Books in the nook.
Go. Funny you say that. So you guys are cautiously making your way through here. As soon as Reagan steps in there, the door slams shut, and you once again hear through the vents. And Reagan, you begin to see these billowing yellow mists are coming up from through the vents and drifting down towards you.
Okay.
So,
I
guys,
feel like that was entrapment.
I'd say that's absolutely correct. Do you want to put your hand on that hot element? Yes. All right. So then, here's what I need. I need a save versus poison first from Reagan, please.
I probably should have used my augury. Save versus poison. Poison or
Poison.
Well, there's no poison.
or
There's
hunting? No.
No, there's no poison. There's death, transform, device, avoidance, sorcery,
death.
and other. Death.
But you've got, there's certain things that give you bonuses versus poison from a death.
Okay.
Nat 1. Oh
Probably
my
not
god.
I think she probably wants to use a astonishing point.
Okay. So you get an auto success on that for now. So you're coughing, you're covering your mouth. This shit is beginning to fill the room in here. Gwen, Kane, and Amar, you've heard this thing slam shut. What are you guys doing?
I'm shouting at the door, hit it with a hammer, hit it with a hammer. Because that hammer's got a special power for smashing up buildings and stuff.
Oh, yeah, right. I don't think... So she can't hear you on the other side of that.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
But Gwen can hear you.
Gwen can definitely hear you, yeah. So what are you guys doing? Let's see. We'll go into... we're not going to roll initiative, but we'll go into sort of a combat round. So Gwen, Kane, and Amar, what are you guys doing for this round?
Gwen's going to hit it with a hammer because that's what Kane's shouting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hitting it with a hammer as well.
Okay, so you guys race over and slam your hammers into this thing. And are either of your hammers magical?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll then, Kane.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, so you guys have 3 points of Astonishing Fortune. If someone wants to track the Astonishing Fortune, that would be great.
Amar, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it in there in the
Thanks,
chat.
Will.
Oh, no. Oh, you did already. Shit. How about I read? Come on, Madison. Jesus. Good thing your job doesn't involve careful reading of things, eh?
It's hidden in the, like the chat.
Yeah.
It's hidden in the English language.
It's
Wow.
hiding in plain sight. It's
Yeah, how clever of you, Will.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. So both of you guys, you slam your hammers in. Now, Gwen, yours is not magical, so it's the, aluminum baseball bat on the metal pole of the backstop kind of thing, and you just can feel it all the way up the arms. Yours does slam into there, Kane, but it doesn't seem to do really much against it. Amar, what are you doing?
I'm going to start looking around for some way maybe to open that door, like some sort of control or something, maybe with the books, something like that.
It has another, like the other ones you've used. Remember there's the big turning wheel thing that you kind of, it unlocks and then you pull it forward. Same thing on this.
Okay, so I think that's what Amar is wanting to try and do. Of course, he's got guys in front of him with hammers, but...
Okay. So yeah, the hammers are bam, bam, like, guys. Jeez.
It's called the handle.
Yeah.
And you know what happened the last time the DM suggested something to you?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
Be
grab
very
the handle,
careful.
grab the handle.
So Reagan's looking at the door from the inside, but also looking at the vents that the stuff is coming from. So she wants to get an idea if she can cover them.
No, unfortunately. So the walls, or the ceilings in all of this structure, unless I say otherwise, are 20 feet tall.
Okay.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
okay. It is coming from the ceiling. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So what I need is let's see here. Or what is Gwen doing? Then we'll do another save at the start of next round.
Gwen will switch up to her.
Oh, sorry, not Gwen. Sorry, Reagan. So Reagan,
Yeah,
you do spare a look up, and you can see that it's too high up.
Okay. And the door, nothing on the inside, I'm assuming? Or
There's a handle, same as on the outside.
Mhm.
So it's a turning wheel that you can turn, and then, like you've
Well,
seen on
she's
the other
going-
doors.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she gives a first check to see if it'll turn.
Okay.
I doubt it will.
Well, she's only got, so if like, unless you're dropping the warhammer altogether, then.
She didn't have the warhammer out. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep, because she just, so she attempts to turn it this way, then that way.
Okay, give me a strength feat, please. Not a test, a feat.
Okay. Well, one good thing is she's pretty strong. Feat of strength?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So you're pulling on this thing, and it's just not moving. Now, start of the second round, I need Reagan to give me another save versus poison, please. So death save with any bonuses from poison if you got them.
As far as I know, I don't. So
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, now they're not one.
God damn it.
Lord.
I don't want to burn through all of our astonishing points.
Well, you might want.
45 minutes.
Have I want to what?
Well,
Yeah.
aren't you
I
the one
think-
carrying like the staff of healing and all the stuff that is going to keep us alive?
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll burn through another one.
Okay, so you're still... this thing's filling up. Kane, Amar, and Gwen, what are you guys doing?
I'll
So yeah,
take
you guys were
counts.
hitting the hammer, and Amar's like, hey.
Yeah. The initial flush of enthusiasm and panic has passed. I'll take counsel from Amar, and I'll try and give a spin on the wheel.
Okay, I think you guys can see probably the wheel like just moving just a scooch as it sort of moves back and forth with Reagan trying to move it. So Kane, you throw your hammer to the ground, race over. Go ahead and give us a feat of strength.
Is there a way to assist, or is there not enough room?
I'll let you each make rolls. Yeah, there's definitely, you can fit two of you guys on there.
You guys do it.
Oh no, close.
He was the one most likely to get it.
Oh, but
yeah.
then you're moving it along. Gwen races over, slams her hands on you. You can hear the chug, 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 the mechanism inside the door turning, and then you pull it open, and this kind of acrid smelling smoke billows out and around your feet, and Reagan comes stumbling out of the reading nook.
I loosened it.
Exactly.
And
Gwen just shrugs.
slams it shut behind them.
Okay, so it does not close behind you, actually. Like, once you're actually out, then
Okay.
the door stays
Okay.
open.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, I think we need to close it back if there's deadly smoke coming out.
It seems to have stopped.
Read.
Once it dissipates throughout the large room, yeah.
We need something to chalk it open with.
How about I chock it open with my person?
Okay, you wanna stand there? That's cool.
I'll stand there and hold it back
Yep.
open while
yeah.
you investigate. Clearly they wanted to keep something safe.
Or wanted to. Except. Yeah.
All right, so let's see what's in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So it's just more books on the shelves, Kevin.
This appears to be a like a study room. You can see that there are notes at a table that are there. They're so faded with time that you can't read what's on there. There's only the faintest of outlines of the crumbling paper. But you would guess that, and there's a dry ink quill that's sitting there with a brittle quill that is dipped in the inkwell. And there are a couple of books as well too with words on them that you don't recognize. And but if you were to guess, though, just judging from the looks, the markings on here seem similar to those that you've seen when you've passed Iffy or Malo when they've been studying their spell books. The strange arcane symbols that make up those things, the indecipherable gobbledygook that they're able to translate into magical power. It's a similar thing here.
I'm thinking we need to take a few of these.
Yeah, I was wondering if we want to grab them or not.
Well, I think we want to grab them. Grab them up, Amar. We can take them to our learned friends too.
Okay. So what? 2 books, Kev? 3?
2, 3. I mean, to be honest, if you open, if you guys have taken any of the books off the shelves and looked, it seems like almost all these books are similar to that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if this was kind of similar to all the books in here. Yeah, we totally need those guys.
Yeah.
Remind me to yell at Malo later.
Damn you and your writing conference.
Oh, I know, and he's over. Well, no, it's virtual this year.
Yeah.
Last year it was here in Nashville.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, remember last year he was nearby, and I think I was.
I think you were out of town, weren't you?
I know I was, and I'm trying to remember where we were last year. We were in San Francisco. That's right.
Oh shit. You guys traded coasts.
He came from California to here, and I went from here to California. So
Awesome.
all right, since we know what all that is, I do want to go back to kind of where I was going. I kind of want to look and see if this desk, if anything in this area,
Sure.
is different or interesting.
Nothing. I mean, nothing stands out. There's, like I said, there's tons of scrolls on the shelves. Would that you had any, any further information or any further knowledge of the arcane arts, maybe you'd have a better frame of reference for what some of this stuff is. But you definitely can tell that the warlock friends would definitely be envious of the riches that are found in here for sure.
All right, well, then at least we know where it is now.
Yep.
Are there like any books that look like they might have been used more? In other words, so Reagan's getting the idea, has the thought that if she looks at these and something seems to be used a lot more, it might actually be more useful. So that
it's really hard to tell these books are all quite old. It's if you picture like the older stacks in a large city's library, that's kind of what you'd be expecting here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way to pick out the biggest, flashiest, most valuable looking one with the most gold?
Yeah, like with the iron bands kind of securing it on a there's probably something like that here. Yeah, absolutely. Something that's set on a like requires a pedestal in order to actually open the thing. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's the one I'm going for. I'm gonna find that and put it in a bag.
All right, so that's probably going to be let's say that the book itself is about 30 pounds.
Okay.
So just with your strength, I think you're not worried about your encumbrance necessarily, but yeah.
I'll chuck away some food or something like that. Yeah. No, I'll.
Encumbrance in Ash is very forgiving, so yeah, you at least in comparison to AD&D, so you should be just fine with that.
Cool.
Anything else you guys wish to do in here? Anyone want to go into the Nook on their own again, or no?
Not so much.
Okay. Okay. So what do you guys wish to do next then?
All right, so then back out.
Actually, Reagan wants to take a quick look at the table. This is just a standard table, no drawers, no anything.
Nope, just a standard table, yeah.
Okay. She looks under it just for kicks. Who knows?
You see the underside of a table. Sur la table.
You never know. You never know. Mm-hmm. That's where she would have hidden something.
Okay.
So really, all that's left is the stairs.
Yeah. I want to know about that laughter.
You could double check
behind
that.
You really don't.
I probably don't. I said that. I was more like.
You guys could double check behind the steam door. Maybe it's not, a scalding steam trap this time.
You mean the door that's on the other side of this wall?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let's not do that.
The look on your face said it all, Colin. I was like, no, motherfucker, what are you... Jeez.
You must think I'm some sort of fucking idiot.
All right.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so then, next. Let's see here. You guys are heading up the stairs.
Mm.
Okay.
Wait, where are we?
Well, I'm
We're back over here.
Yeah, I haven't moved you yet.
I'm waiting for Kane to go up first.
Okay.
Oh, there, them stairs there.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Gotcha. I never saw
Okay.
them.
that's
So
it.
this is going to be the marching order then. Kane's going up first. Who's up next?
I think Reagan will bring up the rear. She's still coughing a little.
Okay. And Gwen. So I guess and Amar.
Yeah.
And then Reagan. Okay. Okay, let me just transpose you guys over here. Yippee-doo-doo. All right. Let's do this here. Okay, I just need to get rid of something.
Player characters.
Turns out.
Really some juice.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So, let's move our brave heroes from here to here.
Oh, wait a minute.
This?
Map. Oh, there we are. Okay.
Okay. So, you guys are making your way up, and there is a flat platform here that levels out at the top of the stairs. Your footsteps also on these metal, in spite of the chugging behind the walls of this structure, your footsteps still carry quite loudly because of the booted feet on the metal grating of these stairs. When you get to the top, you can see that straight ahead of you, there's another set of stairs that goes further up into the structure. On your right, there is a door set into the wall. And then further down, around the corner, if you dare to move forward, oh, you see two other doors. Bold move. Advancing. Bravely advancing.
Yeah, but I don't really like doors anymore.
I cannot imagine why.
Is there a door phobia? Can Reagan get that?
Yeah.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
What do you think, fellas? Should we investigate these doors before we? What is it?
Or they investigate us? Sure.
There's a door behind us here as well, isn't there? Is that a little...
No, sorry.
it snuck up on you.
Yeah.
That door snuck up on you. So we've got these pair of doors, and then it looks like there's a little door northeast of my current position. Or is that a window or a port?
Right here.
That is another door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another door set into the wall.
Kevin, when we were going up the stairs,
Yep.
of course the stairs curve like that.
Yep.
But was there the sense that they curved tremendously inward? Because they appeared to be on the outside wall of the bottom level.
Yep.
So we went up. So not only do we have to go up, we had to go in if there's a door on that side. If it's a cylinder, or even if it's a cone, it's even worse. But,
Do you remember what was on the outside of the cone as well, though?
oh, good Lord, I've slept since then.
You may remember that there were, on the outside of the structure, there were other smaller cylinders that seemed to be attached to it.
Oh, all right.
Like
Okay.
flying buckets kind of thing.
Yeah, like remember on the first floor there was that staircase that seemed to go beyond the original walls as well.
Okay.
And there were 4 of them. There were 4 different cylinders that started at different points on it. So there's probably, if you were to guess, there are parts of the structure that go outside of the main cylinder and then either go up or just, are empty or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows what damaged mind constructed this facility?
Mm.
I mean that both in game and out of game.
Yeah. Say something that.
Let's see.
And you can still hear the toot of the chugging.
Well, can I open this? Has this got one of them wheel things on, Kev?
Yeah.
This
Which
door where I'm standing currently, my
Yep.
token.
Yep.
So maybe investigate one of these sort of like external add-on cylinder.
Yes,
things.
absolutely. Okay, so let's see here. So you carefully go up and you lay your hands on that.
Yep. You don't
Door?
scare me with your mind tricks.
Kev doesn't scare me. I just do whatever he says.
That was pretty great. You can go and take a look if you want. Sure, why not? Look at. Oh my god!
Funny.
What's happened? Why did I trust him?
That took me back like 40 years.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
I missed one session and all my hard-won caution.
Your instincts. Your dungeon muscle memory. All right, so Kane, you place your hands on this thing, and there's a pretty smooth motion to it in one direction as well, and you can hear the tuk 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 as the mechanism within the door is turning, tuk 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 tuk, and it stops.
Gwen steps away.
Yeah.
Given all the traps we've seen so far, Gwen steps away as soon as he puts his hands on the thing. I'm like, oh.
Okay, and the door, you pull it open.
Okay.
What you find is a room filled with crates and boxes. And the walls are covered with shelves holding linens, cleaning supplies, and other mundane tools. But attached to the highest shelf is a strange cocoon-like object made of tightly wound strips of wire and metal ribbons. Have you ever seen a wasp's nest? Imagine like a wasp's nest attached to there, but made up of like wires and strange bits of strips of metal. And other, I mean, to your eyes, to the character's eyes, they wouldn't know what the other stuff is. Some of that strange compounds that made up the Sleeping One's structure, but we would probably recognize it as like some kind of polymer or rubber or something that is all wound up and together.
And is this room just like a broom cupboard, or is there any other ways out of it, kind of thing?
There are no other obvious exits from here.
Right. Okay.
I say we slowly back away.
The cocoon, that cocoon-like object is about the size of a large man's fist.
Oh, it's pretty small.
It can't hurt you. Why don't you go pick it up?
Well, I hadn't ruled that out.
It would be, what, about 15 foot off the ground, Kevin?
They're probably only about 10.
About 10?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. Like while the ceiling in here does go up 20 feet, the shelves themselves are like what a human-sized person would comfortably be able to pull stuff off of.
And is there one of these things, Kev?
Only one you can see, yeah.
See.
Maybe if you just poked your head in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. I won't do that.
Put your finger in, it'll be fine.
Gwen pops a battery out of her hammer and points to the shelves. Like, this is where we found batteries last time, was inside one of these rooms.
Yeah. Well, I'll step out of the way.
After you, my lady.
Yeah, ladies first.
Beauty before age.
The door pulls towards you, so if you did want to position yourself in a way to try and keep the door open, if that's what your concern is, you could do that again, Kane, and let someone else explore.
Yeah, I mean, I'll open the door up a little bit more so that if anybody wants to go in there, I'll sort of like look around as if to say, you know.
Gwen charges up the hammer.
So there's electricity like flaring around the end of this really high-tech looking hammer. And you carefully step in there, and what you hear as you're kind of crossing the threshold, Gwen, is again through the vents, and seemingly coming from everywhere is a and you carefully finish stepping through, and you look around. That with the light coming from the end of your hammer as well too, there's you can see there's little flecks of color in this cocoon as well on some of the materials that are made up of it.
Okay. She'll just look at the shelves and stuff, see if she can find any more battery packs or...
Yep. Give me a 1d3 roll, please. 2. So you find 2 more battery packs. Give me a 2d20 roll, please. See how many charges are left in each of them. Ooh, pretty low. So one of them has 8 charges left. One of them has 1.
She hands them both over to Reagan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then she'll... Can she turn the charge off, or does she have to expend the electricity charge?
Yeah, once you've activated it, you sort of you can just let the charge dissipate, but it does use the charge then.
Then she'll tap the thing with her shield so she doesn't electrocute whatever the hell's in there.
Okay. Tapping what's the cocoon?
The little metal hive thing. Doesn't know what it is.
Okay. So you bring your shield up, and you carefully kind of poke at it. It is a lot harder. It's a lot harder than what you expected. Like it has about as much give as you'd expect from a piece of granite. You kind of it doesn't. It's quite hard, but there's no response from it as you poke at it.
If something valuable in there, she's going to electrocute it. But
I'm wondering, can we nab it? Can we bag it and investigate it? Maybe
at the door and let him figure it out.
We'll let you out when you have the cocoon. Boom.
That's right.
What are you doing, Gwenrig? Are you getting it or you're not getting it?
she swings a hammer, like, you want me to hit it? Because remember, she can't talk, so I...
Oh, she can't talk. Oh, she lost her tongue.
No, she got her throat shot out by Arter's arrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
In her near-death experience.
I forgot about that.
Gwen didn't.
No.
You know what? She'll just, like, smack it. Try and knock it off the shelf or whatever.
Okay, why don't you give us an attack roll, please?
Sure, why not? We'll see what electricity does to it, too.
Okay. All right, so yeah, that's a hit. And you hit it, and it actually falls off of the wall quite easily.
And it also takes 6 points of electricity damage.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
This thing's really tough. Yeah, like it hits the ground with kind of a solid sound. It doesn't weigh all that much from the sound of it hitting the metal ground. And I think let's see, Regan, Kane, and Amar, each of you give me a D6 roll, please.
Just a standard D6.
Mm-hmm.
See if you're surprised. Just kidding.
Yeah, surprise roll.
It's a stun grenade.
Ooh. Yeah, let me apply electricity. Oh. Okay. So, Mar, your eyes might be playing tricks on you, you might want to get Gwen to look where that thing was. Is something going on with that wall?
Ooh. So yeah, Mar points up. Look at where it was.
So you look up there again, Gwen. Now, it looks like there's a crack in the wall where it was. And you're not sure. I mean, you didn't hit the wall. You hit the side, so you don't think you would have caused that. But yeah, there's a crack in the steel wall or the metal wall.
She loops her hammer into her belt and reaches down and scoops up the little cocoony thing.
Yeah, it's lighter than you'd think.
And she tosses it at Reagan. It's like, here, cat.
Oh, you're muted
And
there, Robert.
Reagan catches it, a little surprised, but and then hot potatoes it to no.
And then goes over to the wall and sees, like, what's there to see here.
Okay. No, I mean,
In the meantime, Reagan's looking at this thing, and also she doesn't put her ear on it, but she puts her ear near it just to see if she can hear anything inside while she kind of shakes it a little bit.
Okay. So you shake it a little bit, you bring your ear closer. It feels empty. It's a lot lighter than what it looks. It's tough. And you can't, it doesn't have any give to it whatsoever. But, yeah, it doesn't sound like there's anything inside there whatsoever.
Okay.
Gwen, when you feel along the wall up there, it's a tiny crack. Like you couldn't even fit a finger in there if you tried. It's strange that the crack's right where this thing formed.
Odd.
If I peer over Reagan's shoulder as she's looking at it, and does it look like it could be some kind of excretion at all? Is there anything that makes it look like it might have, I don't know, been like a bubble or something?
I think the thing it reminds you the most of is like a wasp's nest. Because,
Right,
a wasp's nest has the look of a constructed, object, right? But it's not, it's clearly not, it's not a natural formation.
As opposed to like tree sap or something.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not. This is not like an accumulation of some kind of like gunk or leaking fluid or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to ascertain.
No, it's definitely. It definitely appears like a wasp or some other kind of insect's hive. I don't actually know what a hornet's nest looks like, but I imagine it's something similar to a wasp nest.
Yeah, I imagine it.
More oval shape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more like an oval with one opening at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. So it's probably fairly close to that as well, too, given the shape of it, because it has sort of a like a slightly oval shape to it. It's not a perfect sphere, but it is still quite small. Like, you're easily able to hold this thing in your hand.
Gwen will search around to see if that crack is, like where it ends, and if there's anything. I don't know, it would be kind of a weird place for a secret door, because it's like,
Yeah.
well, what I would figure is kind of like maybe one of those outcroppings or whatever. So
Yep.
a secret
Gwen.
door to.
Gwen, can you sense anything coming out of that crack? Is there anything coming out?
Put your hand over it. Is there like air or something, or?
No, it's such a small crack, too. Like, it's genuine. It's not like a gap of any kind. It's a crack.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So, you can't feel anything come through there. Still weird that it would be where this thing came, right?
So, So maybe whatever was in it is inside the wall now or left. Maybe we don't want to be here if it comes back.
Gwen's bored. She walks away.
Yeah.
When Gwen comes out, I'll shut the door, spin the handle. We can consider this at our leisure. We can always come back.
Yes. we spend the rest of the session.
What is this
That's
session you speak of?
Yeah.
That's Kev saying, okay, we need to find a way for them to waste time until Malo and Iphigenia can see.
Not
them.
at all. This is my
No,
favorite part of dungeon crawls is this atmospheric stuff.
I know, I know.
Who
Yes.
gives a shit about fighting monsters? This is the shit I'm here for.
Yeah. I know.
One of my favorite early responses, and one of the things I knew I was going to love playing with you, Colin, is when we went in that spider cave, and you were reaching your hands in the water somewhere, and you're like, "Ooh, Kev, what are you doing to me?" And I'm like, "Yes, someone who's going to react to my bullshit. I love it."
Yeah.
All right. So the doors that you see here, guys, there are two doors that seem identical. And those sci-fi kind of like spinning doors, they all seem identical to the ones that you've been opening everywhere here, apart from that oversized one that had the steam trap behind it. What would you guys like to do next? You still hear the ambient sound of something chugging away behind the walls.
Before
Do we get any
anybody
sense
opens the other doors, let me at least listen at the door before we open it.
A good call.
Yeah.
Because I do have that ability.
Yeah. What is your chance to hear noise?
Let me pull it up real quick, Kev.
Sure. Oh, you know what? Wait. Where's my DM screen?
It's 7 and mine is 7 and 12.
7 and 12. Okay, so let me check here. And I'm actually going to improve that a little bit because there might be some noisy things behind here. Oh, although I got to reduce it because of ambient noise, so...
Yeah, I figured that would balance out.
Yeah. Okay. So you carefully go up to... Which of the two doors are you placing your head against?
You guys got a preference?
Right. For no reason.
Okay. So you go down... and you place your head against the door. And you think you hear the sound of metal on metal. Like, it sounds like... not quite as loud, but like... you can think of a time when you guys were in Thule, when someone knocked over a blacksmith's set of tools, and you heard the clattering of the metal hitting the ground. That's kind of what it sounds like. Or, someone dropping... and it wouldn't be... I was going to say coins, but it's not that, because they don't sound... It sounds that jangling sound of different sized things hitting the ground. And it sounds like it's happening over and over and over again. Not consistently, but like at odd, kind of off-tempo, staccato kind of prattle. And then shit being dragged across. And was that a voice?
I wonder if it's like a robot or something. But...
Yeah, that's why there's something like tidying up in there or up to something. I'll go in there. I'm not worried about C3PO.
A little wasp nest. Man.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen to the other door first?
Yeah, you listen at the other door if you like, whilst I go in here.
Oh my gosh!
No, you go have a listen, Amar. Have a listen.
Let me check out the other door, Kevin.
Okay, let's see here. All right, you hear the same, but this time you think you hear a little more clearly. A voice quite close to the door, and your head kind of jerks back when it comes by. You don't understand the language or the words being spoken, but definitely you recognize the sound of a human voice.
All right. All right, so you guys got a preference then out of the two doors?
So I mean, working on the basis that you've jerked away, and perhaps we've gone, oh, what was that?
Yeah.
I'm keen to find out who this is, who's making this noise.
Yeah, I was thinking the one that we heard the voice more clearly from would be the one.
Yeah. So the second door. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second here, guys. Gonna get something set up.
That's bad.
Well, not really, because if it was instant death, it wouldn't take him any time to set up at all.
Yeah, exactly. And we're done. Let's roll up new characters.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Okay, and yeah, okay. Then you grab a hold of the door. Oh, and the DM just realizes he forgot to put one thing in. Dummy. Jeez, Bush League DM. Good lord, Madison, what are we paying for? Come on,
Dude, I just gave you like a whole pile of credit on the chat, and here you are dropping the ball. Like, come on.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Boom.
Jeff Nelson says he's very fluid with D20. I'm guessing he means Roll20, or maybe or D20 game systems.
Oh, I think it means Roll20 maybe.
I said he's also proficient with coffee, dogs, and killing characters. Like,
Yeah, this is true. This is true. All right, so you carefully listen at the doors. Which of the two are you opening first? Sorry, the one on the left or on the right?
The one that
The
we
one on the
heard
left.
Yeah.
Okay,
most clearly from.
awesome.
the clearest sounding.
Fantastic. I mean, I'm sure
The
nothing.
heart of the matter.
Can Fang Dragons sound like humans?
Oh god, I cannot wait to introduce my first Fang Dragon. In 3, 2. Okay. All right, let me get this door out of the way here for Pete's sake. There we go.
Did you want me? Did you?
2, 1.
Okay.
Always. I love it.
So, well, you can see there's the door. It goes down, and that is an open doorway ahead of you. And with that open, you now hear, and it kind of creaks in. This one. What you can see ahead of you on the right side is where the sound of like dropping metal is much louder. All of you guys can hear this clearly now that it's not muffled by the door. It sounds like, yeah, if you can picture the sound of like shop class where someone drops all the tools and shit they should be working on. That's what this sounds like. The jangling, and then it sounds like dragging, and then kind of
It's Jacob Marley.
and there's shit that's strewn. Where everywhere else you've gone to has been fairly pristine and clean, in here you can see that there is just a ton of detritus on the ground. Scrap that's been strewn everywhere. What are you guys
Is
doing?
it just like scrap metal, Kevin, or?
Yeah, like little bits of scrap metal, and there's some other strange materials that you don't recognize. And it seems to litter the floor. There's a couple clear spots along there, but this has been, if the door was further down to the floor, it probably would have pushed some of the stuff clear.
All right. Amar wants to try and move in silently.
Yeah, okay. What's your move silently?
My move silently with my lucky hat is 9 and 12.
Oh, nice. Okay, excellent. Okay, so
I would
Amar...
have given the hat to Prada if she ever showed up.
Actually, he was gonna show up today. He had work.
Yeah.
He had to work
Well, I've got
today.
to leave in a little bit. So.
Okay. So Amar,
Yeah.
you carefully step over and down into the scrap, trying to find a careful place a safe place to put your foot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you kindly give me a save versus device?
Save versus device. Okay, I don't have any additional bonuses to that. Well, son of a gun.
You have 2 points of astonishing fortune left.
Call it, guys.
I'd say save.
Advice is bad.
No. I mean, I say use it.
Yeah, use it, man.
Use it? Okay.
Okay. So you guys have
That's all
1 point of
we
astonishing
have.
fortune left. So because of your cat-like monk reflexes, you step down and you feel through the ball of your foot that you've triggered something, and you swip your foot back, and you see like a crudely made kind of like bear trap seal snapped shut where you were going to step. And with the sound of that, the howling from elsewhere in the room grows louder. And I need everyone to tell me what they're going to do on the first round of combat. So, everyone figure out what you're doing. And let's see here. Robert, it's been a little while since you've been here. So let's have, once everyone has entered in what they're doing, we'll have you roll initiative.
And the walls are 20 feet high, right?
20 feet high, that's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well.
For 2, so
Okay. Awesome. Sure, I'm going to put on a little more, something with a little more energy here. Let's see, let's move this down here.
like fresh tea.
Yeah.
No, it was a question as to like we want to have our mid-session break before we get into the combat.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Let's do 1 or 2 rounds here.
Yeah,
I want to reveal what you guys are dealing with here. Okay, so then let's have... Okay, everyone's got their thing down there. Then, Robert, would you kindly beat my 2?
No problem.
Nice, nice, nice. All right, guys. So, first up... Let me turn this down. I got this a little too loud. Where are you? It's clearly a little too excited for the action. First up, we got melee. So we have Amar and Gwen and Kane on melee. What do you guys want to do? I'm not sure there's any obvious... Oh, Amar can see something to the north there, can't you?
Yeah, so that door is open.
So what you see, yeah, the door is open. All these doors are actually open. And what you see swirling there is a vaguely unified humanoid-ish form. No legs on the bottom, but a swirling mass of bluish kind of like discharge and energy. But within it, there is a rough humanoid form made up of swirling bits of metal detritus. It forms almost a skull-like shape of bits of scrap metal and cast-off piece of plastic and bits of wire, and it's like the wires are sparking at the end, and it looks at you, and its hands also are roughly formed. The rest of it is just like almost like a silhouette made of little bits of scrap. So this howls towards you. That's where the sound is coming, and it's both dropping off bits of scrap and picking it up at the same time, almost like regenerating its shattered form with the scrap. The inside of the walls in here too have been torn apart, so you can see the raw insides of these things. So it's only bare. Picture like either a building that was in the process of being built, or a building that's in the process of being demolished, where all the walls have been shattered and whatnot. There's still they're still serving as a barrier between the different things, but you see all the inner workings now too. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I'll just be bold.
Heck yeah!
Step in and attack.
Nice.
That's what I declared. We're gonna go with.
So you jump in there. All right.
Yeah.
So I need you to first give me another save versus device, please.
All right. Please let this one work better.
Ugh. So what I'd like you to give me is a dexterity feat, please.
All right. Come on.
Let's see if you can keep on your feet.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's a tripwire you hit.
Okay.
So you're going to take a little bit of damage here, but you fortunately have avoided the worst of it. You take 4 points of damage as that wire, it's an actual wire, tripwire too, cuts into your ankle, but you stumble forward, so you take 4 points of damage. You stumble forward, you don't fall into the jagged detritus that was sitting at your feet though. So you can have pogo to the side, and now go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. By number 1.
Here we go.
By number 2.
Number 2 is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's already there, isn't it?
Oh, it's on there, of course. Sorry, wrong game. Wrong game.
Okay.
Once again, reading is key, Madison. So, jeez.
That sleeping in didn't help you.
There's never a sleeping in. It's funny. My son's gone mountain biking today with a buddy, and when I saw him at breakfast, he's like, "So how'd you sleep?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my usual Saturday, so it's 4 hours of sleep last night." So the way he asked it told me everything I needed to know about how I looked this morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then, yeah, you hit this thing. All right, let me set up a quick bar on it so you can see the progress of your pummeling. Okay. On that kind of alliteration, I would have expected you guys to boo as well. On behalf of George, I'll boo for you. Boo! Boo! Bad sentence construction. All right, so this comes in, and what you find is this thing actually has more substance to it than what appears. As you swing through one, you don't connect with anything. The second one does, and you see bits and pieces of the scrap that makes up this thing's body, metal and whatever else, goes flying out of it in response to the concussive force of your fist. That was you. Who else wants to go next? Here we go. Gwen and Kane on melee.
You can go, Gwen. Or
All right. I'm waving my hand to you to go. So.
oh, okay. So how far can I move, Kev? It's like a little bit of movement, isn't it?
Yes, you can move equal to half of your normal move. What is your normal move?
It's gonna be 30, isn't it?
I think that sounds right. Yeah, because you guys are wearing the lighter armor right now because of the heat.
Yeah, the jungle armor.
Yeah, you guys are conquistadorning it up.
Where
like-
is it?
Apart from the genocide. Yeah.
Kev, that reminds me. How warm is it in
20.
here compared to outside?
It's a little bit cooler in here than it is outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
Okay, so
I've
30.
not got this field plate on then.
So you can move 15. You can move up to 3 squares.
So
And I think it's, hold on guys, in this game you can move your full combat move, but it's prorated across the 2 rounds. Is that right?
Oh gosh.
I think
So you
that
can
sounds
like
right.
move now and then move and attack in the next phase.
Yeah, he could move and attack this phase. You can always move your full combat move, or full half of your combat move. That sounds right to me. So you can move, for this phase, Colin, you can move 15 feet, so 3 squares.
yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can moving in. Then what about Gwen?
She moved 5 because she doesn't have enough to get past Amar,
past
and
Kane?
she can't see into the room to know if it's
Okay.
able to do so.
All right. So then on melee, this thing turns furious towards Amar, and it swings its and as it brings its fist back, you can see like bits of the metals kind of like and all collecting into its fist, and then it swings at you. Now you're what is your AC right now? Amar, I think you're a 1 or
Mine?
yeah, -1.
I'm sorry. AC2.
AC2, okay, so it hits with 1, misses with the second one. The first one hammers home, you take only 3 points of damage. DR will apply, so poof, and the second one swings at you, but your reflexes are too quick. Then, Kane, once you step in here too, you can see that bits of scrap around your feet are beginning to sort of like move up and drop to the ground and move up and drop to the ground, and you can hear howls from further off inside the structure. Let's see here. Then we got magic. Reagan, what are you doing for magic?
Well, she was going to cast it on Amar, but she instead embiggens Kane because he's the only one she can see.
Okay.
She can see Gwen, but she's used to making Kane big.
So because you're taking up more room now, too, Kane, I need you to give me another save, please. Or you need to give me a save versus device, please.
Okay.
Oops.
You're not making it better.
Yeah, Reagan is not having a good day. I think she wants to summon a horse.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice. Yeah, no problem. So, Kane, having seen that stuff, you plant your foot down, and as you're getting bigger, it scrapes along, and you see another one of those traps kind of snaps up, but you've triggered it from the side, so you are not affected by it.
Cool.
Then we have move. So, another one of these things comes out of that room next to you, Kane. Does not attack this phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one comes around the corner. Oh, and Gwen, you hear a BAM up against that closed door, and you see the handle on it begins to move, and you can hear something howling on the far side. That's a little hard in the throat. All right. Second phase. I don't think we have anything interesting happening on the second phase, except for Kane's attacks. So, Kane, what are you doing?
Do I get 2 attacks here?
You do, yep.
Okay, I'm gonna bash this thing with the Great Hammer.
Nice. And what's the damage bonus with Enlarge, Reagan?
1.5 times.
Nice. That is a huge hit. Holy smokes.
That's the first one.
So 1.5 damage, so that means that's 19 damage on that one. Holy hell.
And swings again.
Thank God for the high ceilings in here, eh?
Oh,
Doom.
Okay.
Why does that one have a blue on it?
All right, so I'm not even going to bother giving this thing. The first hit smashes through one that sort of like roughly skull-shaped accumulation of scrap and whatnot, gets battered away, and then your second one sends the whole form flying back, and as it dissipates, it just falls down like as if you threw a bucket of scrap metal and nails and shit against the wall. Boom.
Which I effectively did.
Yeah. Okay. Now,
Why did that end up as a blue 13?
because he rolled probably at highest and lowest.
Oh.
Highest on one
Okay.
dice, lowest on another. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's neat. Yep, because I hovered over it.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
cool, yeah. Pretty awesome. It means that when you rip this time-space continuum. Now we're playing Toon.
Thought we were going to play Dallas, the RPG.
Okay, I need to check one thing here. Okay. So, unfortunately, you are the biggest source. So, Kane, what I need... This, the one that is left there that's sort of drifting, it kind of... It gestures towards you, and you can feel that there's some kind of, like, magical force that begins to kind of grab you and begins to try and move you. Would you give me a sorcery save, please? Sorcery!
Okay.
Sorcery. What kind of sorcery is this?
Oh, there we go.
It's another phrase I need to get work into the day job. What sorcery is this? Which would be a great response every time fucking plaintiff counsel gives me something at the last minute. Oh, here, I forgot to give you these documents. What sorcery is this? Okay, so Kane, what begins to happen is you can... Whoa! Cool! And this thing has lifted you up into the air. And you spare a look up. Did I forget to mention the jagged metal stalactites coming from the ceiling?
Yeah.
Do we have
You are
another
beginning
point?
to drift up towards the ceiling. All right. Now, Kane, before you accept that, you still have 1 point of Astonishing Fortune that you could spend, or the group does, that you could spend to get an automatic success.
I'll leave that to the group.
What do you guys think? Yeah, Gwen's on board.
Yeah.
So yeah, your force of will, prevents this. Your oversized form is still on the ground. You guys have no points of Astonishing Fortune left. Gwen, that door is beginning to turn and open and is pulling towards. On your left there, do you do anything to stop it?
No, but she's going to drop her shield and hammer and pull out the flail. 'Cause
Okay. All right, so you got the
Sounds
flail. Let me open that door for you then. Show you what's behind there.
Door number
Fang
two.
dragon. No.
Door number 2.
There's another one of these things, and then guys,
I thought it was going to be a brand new car.
yeah, round 2. But before we do that, let's take our mid-session break. Refresh our beverages, get our stuff.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I have to go now.
All right. So
I hate to leave in the middle of combat. I
no
really
problem.
do. I'm
No
sorry.
problem. We'll say Amar is something has happened. He has run
Yeah.
away like a no. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your
in the
weekend,
night
Will.
campaign.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I did it. I'm glad I
Cheers,
marched
Will.
the right
Yeah,
guy.
cheers.
Later, Will.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll be back in 5 minutes, folks.
I'm glad I learned Spike Pit.
All right, first one back. Checking with chat here. Jeffrey, what's going on? Gauze, what's going on? Andrew, howdy, howdy. And I totally agree, Fang Dragons are the best dragons. I love them so much. Oh, and thanks again, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for a reminder that hitting like does support us as well, too. I really appreciate that. Endangering the libraries in every campaign. That is very true. Okay, let's see here. Awesome. Oh, and thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, with the D20, Roll20 is it really is a matter of just kind of keep hammering at it and keep trying new things with Roll20. It's a really terrific program that does a lot of cool stuff. Oh man. Okay, what we got here? All right. So do you think these things are friendly, Colin, or what?
Pussycats, aren't they?
I'll get, while we're waiting, I'll get the hit points done on all these things. Little of that seems to matter with the amount that you do with your oversized hammer, mind you.
27 in the opening round, I think it was.
Yeah. Not a slouch. Jeez. Enlarge is such a great spell in these older editions.
Yeah, it is a bit of a magnet for trouble as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the downside. Biggest guy in the schoolyard does tend to attract the most attention.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I embiggened you at least because I didn't realize Amara was leaving. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I made it big. Oh, and he's not here for the next round. Crap.
Now we'll have some commitment for the weekend too. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, it was in the chat. I saw that earlier in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that we showed you even for half the session. That's
Absolutely, I'll take partial session.
Dedication you get. Kind of dedication you get from our players.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of dedication, I guess then what I need from you guys is to put what you are doing next round.
Let's see. So Reagan can see that one.
I'm just going to move Amar over here. We'll assume that Amar, he was trying to reposition himself and got caught in some kind of trap, so he will be out of the combat for the time being. I put him in the room with the cocoon. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Hey, Dave, did you make that rope chain you're wearing? Did you make that?
I did. I started with dice bags, and I've expanded to different types of weaves for chains and stuff. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, it's a nice, thick, heavy weave. Stainless steel.
Not quite as amazing as my dice bag, mind you, but.
Hey, is that what that cocoon looks a little like?
Yeah.
I kind of like this dice bag of Autumn Twilight.
That's pretty awesome. Holy shit.
Why can't I see?
I'm going to make the dice bag of Spring Dawning right now.
Oh, are you doing Dragonlance themed ones?
Well, yeah, just autumn, winter, and spring colors. So
Yeah.
the autumn one is red, orange, and gold, and then the winter one is like a royal blue, a light blue, and a silver, and then the spring one is dark green, light green, and a silver as well.
That's awesome. The my buddy Pete over at Garblag Games, he's running Dragonlance right now using AD&D 2e. Let's see here. I never get a chance to play.
Dragonlance.
He's in your neck of the woods,
it.
Colin. So I never get a chance to actually play.
I was going to say, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds like a Warhammer name.
Oh, totally, yeah. They ran Warhammer 4 for a long time, and they've been alternating through different games lately, but that was their first thing. Flint and Steel was the signature show on their channel for a while. Which is hilarious because like Pete is a pretty soft-spoken guy, but he starts every session of his Flint and Steel by screaming out, "Now, time for Flint and Steel!" So, it's a really great intro.
That's awesome.
Okay, so then here we go, guys. Everyone's declared what they're doing. Robert, would you kindly beat my 1?
I'll try.
So this is a favored round, so you guys will have your favorite attack rate. 6 again. Jeez, making it look easy here. All right, so first up, we have Gwen, Reagan, and Kane on melee. So, guys, what do you want to do? Who wants to go first?
I'll smash this thing.
Okay.
Where'd the map go?
Holy, do you ever? My goodness.
Whoa.
Bam.
Nice. Wow.
Okay.
Reagan will. Oh wait, yeah, Reagan. Well, it might not be there anymore. Sorry.
Okay.
Reagan was going to hit this again. Is it still there, Kev?
It is still there, yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Reagan
think
will-
I don't think you're going to be able to, or at least you're going to suffer a pretty substantial penalty because there's just not enough room to get both of you guys in there.
Okay.
Well, do you want me to move out of the way first?
Yeah, maybe that'll be good.
Will that help, Kev? If I
It's really just that like Gwen can't. It's only a 5-foot square, so if Gwen's there,
But if
she's fighting in that hallway, and it's the way that the hallway is angled.
Yeah.
Like if what Reagan wants to do is get a little further forward and fight where Amar was, then yeah, you want to move a little further forward there, Kane.
Yep.
either Kane steps up into that spot and
well, I could do that, yeah.
or Reagan can move through friendly squares, right? Can she get to where Amar was?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But she'll take an attack of opportunity, right?
You would, yes.
From the okay. It's all right.
So did you want me to go north or west?
Probably north, I think.
Hit the one that Amar's already hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good to take out ones that are.
Step down and into that room. Okay. Kane, you want to make your 2 attacks?
Oh, can I get round it? I can probably move a bit more around it like that, can't I?
Yes. Though then I need you to give me a save versus device.
Oh, okay.
Right, because there's that shit all over the ground. So let's see what horrible thing they've got waiting for you there.
Okay.
Also, not a bad idea to get out of the line of sight of that thing that you were facing before, too.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Success. Amazing.
Hey!
So you have a nat 20 as well, too. So what I'll say is you actually kicked over and disabled a device, too. There was something that would have sent a nail, like a straight or something jagged straight through your foot, and you just kick it to the side. So then go ahead and make your 2 attacks, Kane, and then we'll go with Reagan's melee.
Cool. Boom.
Nat 20. Give us a D6 roll.
Oh. And a D6.
Let's see what the crit effect is. Crit effect is 2 times damage. What does it look like as you you shatter this thing's form as well?
Yeah, I think he just kind of gives it the old once round his head and then whap, and he's bouncing off the walls. And
awesome. Okay, then Reagan, what are you doing?
So she's going to go after the one that she can see. So she's going to go through here. Hey, Kayvon. And she's going to.
Come here.
Here, you want to sit up here, buddy, for a second? Okay. Sorry, I've got a little buddy here.
That's okay.
And he's going to. We're about to do something, buddy. So, and then she's going to swing the hammer.
What is Reagan's AC?
Reagan's ace. Oh, that's right. You're going to do the.
Attack of opportunity, yeah.
It is a. Hold on, let me make sure. I want to say 2. It's 2.
It's 2? Well,
She
hold
has
on.
banded me.
But this is with her wearing the modified armor? You guys are starting at a base armor of chain, so 5. Because of the heat?
She has banded, or she had banded mail on, so it would go down to chain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
okay, so,
if you're wearing it's
right.
too hot to wear the full armor.
Okay. So,
does she have a dex modifier?
She does. She has a 1. So
A 1, so
down
it's
to
4. Okay, so that is a hit then.
Okay.
Okay, so she takes 4 points of damage. DR applies. You have DR 1 right now.
I do have DR 1, so it takes 3 points of damage.
Okay, and then go ahead and make your attack.
She is going to attack with the new electric hammer. I kind of have an idea. Metagaming, I have an idea this is probably a bad thing. I'm wondering if this would regenerate them, but might as well find out, right? She's gonna. I don't know why I wrote down Sparky for the electric warhammer. So Sparky swings.
Nat 20, awesome.
Nice.
Give us a 1d6 roll, please.
Okay. Also, I didn't include the extra damage in it. So what is that? 2d6 energy.
2d6 electricity. Yeah.
Okay.
3,
plus.
I think, is +1.
Okay. And then there's the 2d6, so that would be a total of 12 plus 1 damage is 13.
Sorry, I'm just grabbing my DM screen here. My awesome Ash DM screen. Crit is plus 2 damage, so that's 6 plus 8 is 14. Okay. So, you are not wrong about some of your suspicion. As you hit, you see the electricity seems to be pulled up in this, and as you knock it, like whatever bits that you knock aside, they seem to reform almost immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then it is their turn. So first we got melee. So Gwen.
But does it look like it hurt it more than it helped, maybe? Or
it's hard
no?
to tell,
Okay.
but it does not look like it. Like doesn't look like
Okay.
with the discharge. So and remember to mark one of your charges is used on your.
Yep, I already did.
Hammer. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, so Gwen, one of those would have hit an AC -3. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay.
I'm at an AC 5 right now.
Okay, so you take 5 points of damage. DR will apply. I think you got DR 1 right now, as it is battering you. And these fists of theirs are hitting like like warhammers, to be honest, big, heavy, solid metal. But then the one that you're facing, Reagan, it once again kind of it rears back, and you can see the electricity seems to move through its body, and then it ends up in its eyes, where it plays across in the weird skull-shaped form, and it gestures, and its hands kind of dissipate out into this lattice work. And I need a save versus sorcery from you, please.
Sure. My character sheet. Sorry, I'm going to make sure my character sheet is not separated, so I can take it easily. Sorcery. There we go.
Nice. So you can feel this thing was going to send you like propelled backwards, and you move back a little bit on the scrap-filled floor, but you're not moved whatsoever. Nice. Okay. Then, guys, I think that is the... I'm not sure there's anything interesting happening on second phase, so I think that is the end of the round. We're on to round 3.
Yep. Okay, quick question.
Yep.
The door to the north that is closed currently?
At the end of the hallway, you mean?
No, directly north of...
Anything that's open is open.
Okay. So since you can see through it, it's open. Okay. Got it.
Yep. Okay. Then
And
everyone
we can
declare what you're
sorry,
doing.
We can take... Okay, and we can take a 5-foot... No, even if she just took a 5-foot step there, if it wasn't a fighting withdrawal, she would get...
Exactly. It's not like Pathfinder.
Okay, got it.
Or PF1 at least.
All right.
Okay.
I want to get room for somebody to come up here, though, so I think it's going to have to be this.
Okay. And Kane, melee, I'm guessing, as well. Ooh. Okay, then Robert, would you kindly beat my 4?
Sure.
Ooh, nice. All right, so we have Gwen and Reagan up first. Go ahead, guys.
Well, let's see what happens, because I just want to...
Oh my god! Holy shit!
There you go.
Okay.
Wow.
A bunch of this thing's form has been destroyed, so it looks like it's almost like confetti in a rough shape of a humanoid, Gwen, after you're hit.
Okay, Glenn.
And Reagan?
No.
I think she's going to want to move out of the way to let somebody else come up, so she's going to go up here.
Okay, so you get attack of opportunity. Or is she withdrawing?
She's not withdrawing. She's
Okay.
Would she still be able to attack from here if she's just... Probably not.
No, she could attack, then move if what you want.
Yeah, let's do that. She'll attack, then move. However, she wants to drop the hammer that she has and pull out canes. Would that be one whole move?
Nope, that's just... We'll let you do that as part of the attack.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Crap, what the... Okay, and...
Okay, yes, that's a hit.
Okay.
Nice. That seems to do better than what the other did. It hits you in response to your move, though. So you do take 5 points of damage, and DR will apply against that.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, you're moving into that square I need you to make another
Yep.
device save, please.
Of course. I figured that was coming, but she needs to give room
Yeah.
for somebody to come up and help. Figured. Device save. That's not her favorite.
Okay.
Nope.
Fail.
Okay.
All right. So you take 3 points of damage. No DR will apply against that.
Okay.
And then I need you to give us a dex test, please.
Dex test. Okay, that she might be able to do. Why can't I keep this thing open in the screen?
Yeah, I'm struggling with my character sheet today. I don't know what.
I, for one,
test-
blame the DM.
Yeah, test of Dex. You said.
Yes, please. Test.
Okay. Yep.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, all right. So you fall onto some jagged metal.
Mm-hmm.
10 points of damage.
Oof.
Oof.
Shit. Okay.
My son just asked, "Why did you say oof?"
Yeah. So,
Because
yeah, Robert, if I can get you to, when it's not your turn, to mute your mic too, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so Reagan unfortunately is hit, and then you hear a scream from in there as she falls. Then is their turn, I suppose. There's just a clear shot. So once again, with its hands sort of well open, it looks towards Gwen. Gwen, can you give me a save versus sorcery, please?
Hold on, Kev.
Yep.
Do I not move first or no?
No, move is, remember, it's the last step. There's
Oh,
always,
okay.
right, melee, missile, magic, then move. This will be on magic.
Gotcha.
Nice, Gwen. Awesome. So again,
Nice.
this thing tries to like impel you down, and you dig in. And this thing is howling in fury that it cannot get you to go down. And then there's the melee attack, I guess, from the one that you're engaged with. Let's see here. One hit. And that's only 3 points of damage. DR will apply. All right. Then it is move for Kane. So Kane, go ahead.
Okay. I'll barrel into this thing.
Okay, sounds good. Nothing else interesting is happening on phase 2, so go ahead and make your melee attack. Yeah.
Oh, it's gone again, my sheet.
Jeez.
Boom.
Let's see. Come on. -5. Yep, that's a big hit. Boom. So that is actually 21 damage.
21.
So completely destroyed. Nice. Then does anyone else have anything to do on second phase? Reagan, you could stand up if you like.
he stands up.
Okay, so you straggle up. Oh god, you got jagged metal bits that are sticking into you right now still.
Yeah, I'll offer out an arm to help lift up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. No problem.
All right, and then Gwen, are you doing anything?
Nope, she's gonna stand there and wait to smash this thing one more time.
All right, so guys, we're on to round 4. So once again, if you could write down what you're doing with your turn. Let's see how I
can't
do.
see any. I can't see any baddies. Where are the baddies, Gwen? Point.
Gwen says, "There's one here, pretty beat up. I don't know if there's any more."
Okay. That's gonna be.
Okay. All right, so I think Robert, you're still dominating initiative. Oh, he's dealing with his minion. Okay.
We have to figure out a way to move through these hallways. They're pretty dangerous.
If you had the opportunity to just take a round and like push through the shit, you think you would, like, these things are not terribly sophisticated traps. They've been, like, when Kane planted his foot and sort of scooshed, like, or pushed through the stuff, it set one of them off without hurting him. So
maybe we could just use the leftovers of their bodies to push them down the hallway with our weapons or something.
yeah. Some of these too, I think that just from the ones that Kane has seen, at least thus far, it's not clear how these things would have been set. Robert, would you kindly beat my 2?
Sure. What do you say? Boom. Okay.
Nice. Excellent. Okay. So you guys are up first. We got Gwen. Gwen, why don't you? You're the one engaged with an enemy right now.
Man.
And it is gone.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
There's that second shot called insurance.
To smash it down. Nice.
Yeah. As it starts to crumble, she just keeps swinging. Bam! Hits it again.
Excellent. So this is it's a huge hit. You smash this thing, and you see a little further down the hallway, one of the kind of traps snaps. You guys can hear the clattering of loose metal throughout this room, as if things being dropped to the ground. Now, what are you guys doing next?
Oh, so we look up and we see that where they were trying to raise Cain.
That shit just drops to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't hit anybody.
Okay.
The stuff that was coming up. So something's given up.
Well, these creatures that I think we were fighting, they were controlling the metal on the ground, and they were controlling the metal that was spinning above you that they were trying to raise you up into.
Yeah.
So let's maybe just if we're going to travel through the rooms and stuff, we'll just push piles of metal into the traps, and set them off, or use that to clear a path for us to walk.
Yeah. We almost want a 10-foot pole, but there's no way that I will carry a 10-foot pole.
Gwen will stash her footman's flail because it requires 2 hands, and the hammer that she had dropped, and she'll pick up her shield and just use it to push stuff along the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Like a shovel.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you're able to do that. I'm assuming you guys are doing that as you're making your way along here, so I will tell you if anything happens as you move through.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to shuffle without lifting my feet off the ground. I'm just going to
Well, with your added height too, you could easily push ahead of you with your grab your warhammer.
Lay my hammer and kind of shunt it with the hammer, like the dude doing the roulette with his little.
Exactly, yeah, like a croupier. Yeah, which is much classier than the curling reference I was going to make.
All right, okay.
So that's the difference between you and me, Colin. You see classy Monte Carlo. I see fucking winter in Saskatoon. So
I was thinking shoveling snow off the driveway, but
yeah,
that's it.
All right, so you were pushing.
That's that James Bond again.
Exactly. As opposed to James Bond spiel. Oh man. Okay. So then you guys can feel free to start moving yourselves through here. I will tell you if you see anything.
Okay, what do you think, fellas? Should we go to this door over here?
Yeah, let's do a counterclockwise since we're going this direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we see anything in the rooms as we're going?
So as you're making your way through here, one thing I'll tell you is the sort of like imagine it was like like a kind of like imagine if a modern artist made like a skull sculpture made out of the stuff you'd find as like big city detritus or big city cast off. That sort of or like from a scrapyard. The kind of people who like junkyard sculptors where they weld shit together. That's what it looked like when you were fighting these things. Now that they're defeated, you can't find any. You just simply cannot find those shapes at all. It's as if whatever animating spirit was behind those things, it fused it into that shape, but then it's just scrap that has gone afterwards.
Yeah.
However, there is quite a bit of value in this stuff. Some of the wires and whatnot, and some of the bits of metal, and it's not a shape that you would recognize unless it's a really exotic kind of accent or design decision. But there's gold in a lot of this stuff.
Okay. So super pricey conductors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Huh. we want to try and sift through and get some of the more precious metals?
Well, maybe if you'd have suggested that initially, Dave, and it hadn't come from Kev, I would have said, yeah, let's do that.
Well, he just gave us the description. I'm
Reagan doesn't have much interest at the moment. She's still focused. She really wants to get back to Toolborg and doesn't think that we're going to be using the gold here.
Well, we can put a pin in it. This scrap is. Yeah. Well, I was going to say this scrap isn't going anywhere, but it was just all flying around the room.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a big chunk, she'd be happy to take it. But if it has like tiny little pieces.
Yeah, you have. Well, here's what I can tell you is so there are. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 rooms. In the first room alone, you can find about 140 GP worth of gold.
That's worth picking up to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we take the time to sift through the metal and grab as much precious metal as we can.
So,
okay. Well, whilst you guys are doing that,
yeah,
I'll keep guard.
Okay.
Actually, hold on a second. Who else is injured other than Kane? Are you still injured? And Gwen?
I'm 12 points now.
Because she hasn't used her horn yet today, so she'll go ahead and make the ale, the healing ale.
Okay.
And that would heal everybody for 10 hit points.
Nice.
So
I'm good with that.
Yep. Okay. While everybody else is
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Just what the doctor ordered.
Yep.
Almost full.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So, as Reagan and Gwen are sort of pawing through this stuff, and Kane, you are keeping your eyes open. It's going to take about an hour, I think, maybe a little bit more to go through everything. But at one point throughout that hour, you again hear, when you guys walk into one room, you hear the...
It's really beginning to damage my calm.
But between the rooms, guys, you do manage to recover 1,400 GP worth of gold.
Wow.
Okay.
1,400 GP?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Sweet. That was worth it.
That was worth almost getting levitated into a meat grinder.
Yeah. So, where do you guys? What you guys? If you followed on that corridor, you've done this already, so it's not. I'm not leading into a trap yet. But if you go down to the south there, what you can see is another stairwell. This stairwell leads down.
So there's a stairwell here and also a stairwell back the way we came. This is a big old stairwell.
Yeah.
But the stairwell back the way we came, did it go back to a room? No, it would go to a different room that we hadn't been to, right?
I think it was going up around the outside of the,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So do we think this stairwell, because we didn't see another set of stairs going up when we were on the main level?
You did.
So
Yeah. So we had a door that went into the storeroom with the cocoon thing, and just by that door was a little staircase that was kind of going up and curving around, similar to the one we just came up to access this level.
yeah, but this one here.
But instead of that, we came through them. We came through them two doors. We had this fight. So
when you guys so the first entrance you guys had to the to this tower, remember there was a door on your left and there's a door on your right. The door on your right led to that storage room that had those two robots in it. In that room, there was an arcing staircase that went outside the structure and up. So this may lead down there.
So what do you want to do, guys? Do you want to go up or do you want to go down?
We should, if we go down, maybe we'll, clear the rest of the map, so to speak, and
Yeah.
then going up, we'll at least know we've done everything below us.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
What do you think, King?
I don't mind. I don't mind.
I mean, you know, gut impression is always the most important stuff is up near the top, but you never know. And this place is so alien. I think either direction is fine, and I'd really rather not anything come at us from behind. So I like Gwenrig's suggestion.
I guess it was my suggestion, not Gwenrig, because she can't talk.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah.
She's pointing down the stairs.
Yes. Yep. I agree.
Okay.
So. Oh, sorry. Word. Okay.
Okay.
She gestures down the stairs to Kane.
So you guys carefully make your way down. Gwen? Kane? Reagan?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is where you find yourselves.
So we figure we're on the second level now? We were on the third before, we're down to second, or we're second down to first? I can't remember now.
Hold on, this room looks familiar.
Yes, you guys will recognize this room.
Yeah.
This is the storage
Okay.
room.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So we've covered off this. Then.
Like if
Is
you
this,
step out here, you recognize that?
yeah, that's the main hallway. So this doesn't. Yeah. Okay. So we just didn't use the stairs before.
Yeah.
We can go back to the level above and to the stairs that we're heading up.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Kane, lead on.
He's a fucker. I like it. I like your style, man.
All right. So you guys are heading back up to the room you're in. Okay, let me move you back over here.
Yep.
Now that we're going to a dangerous place, we'll let Kane lead.
All right, so you guys are all back
You're
up
the
here.
one with all the chain mail.
So as you guys make your way back up the stairs, what you find is that this area right here, so Kane, you're the one who finds it first, is now full of that same grayish smoke or mist that you saw before.
Hmm.
And what do you want to do? It's hanging about only at the highest about a foot above, but it seems to stay collected in one kind of area.
Say, if it doesn't seem to notice us, maybe we should just watch it for another minute or two.
Well, the other thing is we could just go back down the stairs, retrace our steps around and come up the other staircase and avoid this central area. I don't need to go wading back through this mist.
Yeah.
Screw that mist. Screw that mist. Go on, get back down the stairs. We're going back the other way. Move down, move down.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys go back down. You make your way along the corridor. You hear the chugging of the whatever mechanisms are working behind the doors there. And you start making your way up the staircase. Now, is Gwen holding the rear?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, she went outside.
Yeah.
She falls off the tower.
Yeah. It's like when you a video game there's a failure and you just drop through the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kane, you're the one leading up.
Yep.
And you can see as you come up to the top, your heart sinks as you see that same cloud. And it's only filling about a 5-foot area, like right outside the door to where you guys went in. It's just floating there.
Okay. Yeah.
can't. Are your eyes playing? Did you see a face in that? No, couldn't have been.
Still laughing at it.
Face, eh? You know when you're a kid and you're scared of the dark, and you go like you wake up in the night and you go to the toilet, and you dash to the toilet.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that dashing thing across to the other staircase.
Are you going to tell us so
Okay.
that we know that you're doing it?
So as you start to make your run up, this thing, you see kind of it pulses up to almost a humanoid size, and you think you see something moving in there that gestures towards you. I need Kane and Reagan and Gwen actually to all make sorcery saves for me, please.
Sorcery is this.
And you get to add, if you got a defensive adjustment from your AC, you get to add that to the result as well.
What for Dex?
Yeah, if you got a dex that's got higher dex gives you a defensive adjustment.
What about cloak of protection? Would that help or anything?
That would have been factored in already. Because that already gives +1 to your saves. All right, so Robert, or Reagan is able to avoid it. Kane and Gwen, unfortunately, you guys fail. So what happens is as you guys are in there, Kane, you're getting ready to move. You see that thing gesture, and then you see there's a stream of filaments that look very much like that cocoon that you guys had pried out of there, and it wraps you guys up. Reagan, you avoid the worst of it, but Gwen and Kane, you are held fast. And what this thing, this shrouded form says is, leave! And then it once again turns into smoke and disappears through a vent. Now,
Am I still held?
let's see here. Your strength.
I was just going to say, I'm going to have trouble leaving. It's just nailed me.
So give us a, let's hear. Kane and Gwen each give me a D6 roll, please.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
6. So Kane, you're held fast for a full minute struggling against this thing. Gwen, it's about 40 seconds that you're held before this thing starts to dissipate and release you.
She gets out and she's like, gestures to Kane, like, come on.
Yeah. So another full 20 seconds before Kane finally, and it snaps. And he frees
She taps him on
himself.
the shoulder while he's.
I got a really strong one around me.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are the friends that
Extra strong.
it does make sense that you wouldn't get the worst of it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Okay. So,
That's what he liked to think.
Fred, what do you guys think now? There's no sign of that smoke whatsoever any longer, and there's the stairwell up ahead of you.
It's telling us to leave. Oh. I'm inclined to go along with that.
Gwen draws her footman's flail, points it up the stairs.
We have no.
After you, Gwenrick.
Unless there's probably something in that room, that library room that says, "Oh, this is how you get home." Instead, yeah, I'll go up.
Okay, give me a sec here, guys. Just gonna get this ready here. Okay.
See, if this was Dungeons and Dragons proper, you'd have a little red guy with a white beard who'd pop up and give you advice every now and then.
Yeah.
You mean like my picture when I put stuff in chat sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he hasn't got a beard. The white's his hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why's he got a little goatee there?
Hey, it's the dungeon master. But then he'd have to talk in riddles and never actually give you any really good information.
And we'd always be fighting Venger or not fighting.
I don't know.
We'd always be not fighting Venger.
We can use Warduke and Tiamat.
Yeah, I'd be running from Tiamat on a regular basis. Hell with Fang Dragons.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely Fang Dragons. Much
No,
rarer.
but if you got to use Tiamat on a regular basis, wouldn't that make you feel good?
That would make me feel good, yeah. I'm a sad, sad man, and the only way I feel good is making my players feel bad, so that's... I'm kidding. We played Tyranny of Dragons for up till like about partway through the first, halfway through the first adventure, maybe. But we never got to the actual Tiamat fight, but I've heard it was fucking insane.
Yeah, we never got into the second book.
Isn't Tiamat a god in one of the settings?
Is she which?
Isn't Tiamat a god in one of the settings?
Yeah, in Forgotten Realms, she's a god, evil god of goddess of dragons. She's also the one of the rulers of one of the layers of hell in most of the D&D settings.
Sorry, Colin, I cut you off there.
No. Can't even remember what I was saying.
Oh, you guys got halfway through. You said.
Oh yeah, we only got about halfway through Horde of the Dragon Queen.
It was the first adventure that came out for that edition, so training wheels and everything, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I just pulled it apart and used bits of it really, and just dropped it, mixed it in with Lost Mines of Fandelver, and I actually took Alfheim out of Mystara.
I love Alfheim.
Yeah, I dropped that into Neverwinter Wood.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you guys, those gazetteers are amazing.
Oh man, the politics in Alfheim was really quite interesting. Some of the stuff going on in there.
Okay.
There's a big gate, there's one tribe of the elves or faction of elves that are trying to keep the monsters from coming out of this portal or something.
Yeah, the bad magic point, right?
Yeah, the bad magic. That's it. Yeah. That's all cool. That stuff. I like that.
Totally agree. Okay, I'm gonna transport you guys over. Oh, you're all dead. Yep, here we go.
I think I played Lost Mines of Fandelver like 3 times now, so I'm like, okay, you know what? If anybody asks me if I want to, I don't care who it is, the new D&D person. I'm not searching for Gundra anymore. Like, give me something else. It was fun with my nephews, but yeah, that was like the 3rd time through.
Let's see here.
It is a pretty cool one though. I like it.
Lost Mines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. They've done a good job with each of the sort of like intro adventures in the new setting books. Like the my son and I played started playing the adventure out of Guildmasters of Ravnica, the one where you're kind of like searching for a goblin. It's a pretty good starting adventure. Good introduction to the setting. So, okay.
I'll have to have a look.
Guildmasters is a really good, like if you're gonna cut and paste stuff from your to put your own thing together, there's some good stuff out of Ravnica for sure.
Yeah, I like that. I've got that book. I just haven't done anything with it yet. I need to revisit it really. I like the idea of that setting.
Oh, totally. It reminds me of all the best stuff about Planescape, but a slightly less kind of whimsical approach to it.
Okay.
So, all right, guys. So here's what you find. This winding staircase heads up. Let me get to seeing what you guys can see. There we go. All right, and the flight of stairs ascends into a large atrium. The ceiling above the landing is open to the floor above, while doors, and you have to make your way up a little further there if you want to see.
If we don't move, the dialogue doesn't continue.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, okay, Cue more box text. There we go.
Yep. All right. So what you can see, guys, is in here, the ceiling is open above you to the next level above. Yeah. And
Yeah, like
it's
you guys
really
just-
just directly above you. So like I was trying to figure out what part is open. It's immediately above you. There's a ceiling with or there's a hole in the ceiling with a like kind of a guardrails around that covers the area. Roughly, if I was to draw an oval kind of from this point out and around and then back to this point here. So like actually I can do this, I think. So around like that, guys. So that whole area there, that's all open into the ceiling. And you can smell something acrid and burning coming down from above.
But we have no way of getting up there. So we have to.
There is a staircase to your to the south west there that does lead up.
This is up.
Yep. The one to that you guys came up is the one that leads back down. The one to your left leads up. Now, what you can also see is that there are a series of doors in here as well. And there are messages that have been scrawled on the walls above 3 of the doors. And let me tell you which ones they are here. The one directly to the south has, yeah, so the one directly to the south down there has markings on it. This one has markings on it. This one has markings on it. This one has nothing marked on it.
Well, that's definitely a trap then. Look, it's safe. It's got no markings.
And are these the Atlantean type markings that we've seen?
Same thing you've seen from before, yeah.
Okay. I'm not good with markings.
Gwen points at this door here and shrugs.
There's markings on it, Gwyn.
They don't appear to be warnings. Like, they're not directly on the door. They're above it, like above the door frame. So...
how many characters? Is it...
enough characters to be communicating some kind of word.
All right.
Do
okay,
any
so
of you...
Not a number.
No. Well, do any of you speak any of the Greek-derived languages, like Amazon or... I mean, I know you don't speak Atlantean, or... what is it? Ichthian? Not Ichthian. Ixian.
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. So yeah, you're not quite sure what those numbers or those letters mean, but it seems to be there's enough there that it's like a honestly, it reminds you of like the sign you might see above a shop or above a tavern or something like that.
Right. Okay.
And most of the rooms that we've seen so far have been pretty mundane. Like there's been storage and kitchens and libraries. It's like people lived here or something.
Well, should we go to this nearest door over here? Look, over here. The unmarked one. And is this the same wheel arrangement, Kev?
Precisely, yeah.
Oh, spin the wheel.
Okay. You spin it. You think it's opened. You gonna pull it open?
Yep. And I'll pull it open.
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Let's just remember that it was Colin's choice.
Yep.
To open this door.
Didn't even lead me into it.
1, 2, 3. So what you see ahead of you is another gaping room that goes forward, and there is a staircase that goes up, winding up the outside of the building, it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
And King, would you give me a D6 roll as well, please?
Uno.
Okay. So, you cannot... Let's see here.
Escape.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
Let's see here. Yep. You can't hear anything apart from this, the constant humming of the machinery inside the walls of this place.
Do we get any sense of where that sound is coming from, like whether it's below or above?
It feels like it's coming, like you can feel it in the floor, but if you touch the wall, it seems like it's coming from somewhere inside there.
Yeah.
Like as if there, and certainly that central pillar, like where that the walls all sort of make the center of the structure. That one in particular, like where the steam trap came out of that one time.
Right. Okay. Well, there's more stairs going up. Should we investigate a few more doors or go up the stairs?
Gwen steps in front of this one and points at it.
Yeah, might as well see what's behind the marked doors, right?
Okay.
She waves at Reagan to back up.
Okay.
Okay.
She does as soon as I can find. Yep. Okay.
Okay, so can she turn the Atlantean symbol with one hand, Kev?
She can. Yeah, let's see here. You know, guys, sorry, I gotta forgive me. Far too much coffee today. I do need to take just 1 minute to go to the washroom. So I'll be right back, guys. Give me 2 seconds here.
Scuttling off.
Boy. Yeah, I asked my son if he could go downstairs and go to lunch. We said my wife was back here for him, but he's like, I can't. I have a crane truck. And a crane truck in his hand. I'm like, that doesn't mean you can't go downstairs. I love their logic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Sometimes he really surprises me with how good his logic is, but then sometimes, yeah, it's like, okay, the connections are still not all quite made up there yet.
Yeah. Now they go up so fast.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so Gwen, you are putting your hands on this door. You turn once again. You can feel it turning, the mechanisms inside turning. You open it up, and that's what you see. It appears to be some kind of smaller chamber leading into a second door.
Gwen kind of points and there's another door here, kind of thing.
Okay. So you make your way over. Place your hands on that one.
And kaboom!
Tuk, 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 tuk. And 1, 2, 3. So what you see within here, Gwen, is that this is a large and tidy laboratory. Which has a foul and chemical odor. There are several tables and a few shelves stacked with jars and baskets and an empty desk that lines one wall.
She points to Reagan and, yeah. But, go ahead.
Reagan looks carefully at the ground.
This is back to that same pristine, clean condition that you've seen on every floor, every room except for that second floor area.
She leans up back out into the hallway and waits Kate over.
Waits for the screams.
We're gonna have a TPK in the last half hour. We might as well like go down with a flourish.
Okay, Reagan walks in. I already have my character sheet open in case I need to make a save.
Why don't you make sure the door doesn't spring shut?
So you step in, and I mean, there's definitely a strange odor that hangs in here, and you've learned now, I think, to take a look, and there are definitely vents in here too, high up on the wall.
Yep.
But you hear nothing moving. Do you guys wish to take some time to look through here?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll stand and make sure the door don't shut. I'll do the doorstop duties.
Okay, so you're at that first junction you're doing?
Or
you do the second door?
I'm standing the one to the room, so...
Yeah, I think this one where Gwen is...
Hold on, though. Let's look at this a little more carefully for a second. Right? Sorry, I'm going back just to remind myself of what this looks like back here.
Okay.
So there's basically there's just like a little hallway with 2 doors on either side.
Or perhaps to more advanced persons than our heroes, you may see that as an airlock or a decom chamber.
Yeah. But that's also a nice place to trap people.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's just paranoid character talk. Come on.
Yeah, given the fact that she was just caught in a room like that.
Yeah.
Reagan's happy to explore the room if Gwenrig and Kane hold open the doors, both doors.
Okay. Well, Gwen places herself in the middle of the first door.
Okay.
Kane
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So Reagan, do you need me to probably go each step? So you said there was a desk, Kevin? Kevin?
Yes. Why are you pronouncing my name so funny?
That's
I have a son.
It's like you're an alien who doesn't know how to pronounce. Hello, human.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
should-
there's a desk. There are shelves, and there is there are baskets on the shelves as well too.
That's your
So she goes.
2E name, Kev.
Yeah.
So she goes over and she looks in the baskets. She doesn't touch them.
Okay. So looking in some of the baskets, they contain an array of towels, medical instruments, and chemicals in some kind of jars.
She, like, how many jars, or is there maybe a better way of putting it?
Several shelves that you're looking through, so there's quite a few.
Okay. Are there like, are they consistently like are there groups of colors that are all the same, or is it like every jar looks a little different?
Most of them are clear. The jars and the liquids are clear. There are some other liquids that have some like a smoky or oily kind of quality to them. So you're the only spellcaster here. What are your cantrips? Do you have sense magic? I suppose is one that I'm.
I don't. That's the one that I've always thought about taking, but I don't think she has. Let me check.
Okay.
Because she hasn't gotten a new cantrip recently, so.
Okay.
That's I keep waiting for it, but no, she's got sense evil. She doesn't have sense magic.
Okay.
She's going to take one random clear jar.
Okay.
She'll take one of each of the ones that look kind of smoky and oily.
Okay.
Are there any that like have different colors? Like
there are many of these appear to be there seem to be little vials that you're not quite sure how they would be distributed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's also there are 3 of the smoky things. There are 3 of those, and they actually are sitting out a little more obtrusively. Like they're clearly something that someone has been working on because they're on a workbench.
Mm-hmm. She'll take those 3. And by the way, when she's taking them, she's I need to find out what she has. She wants to wrap them in something soft. So if she has in her backpack,
there's towels in those baskets.
Okay, yeah, she wraps them all.
Yep.
And,
well, let me see. Hold on. So magicians and their subclasses, what I was looking at is the way that you identify potions in AD&D is by sipping them. And in this one, only warlocks, legerdemanists, and magicians can identify by taste.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, so she just got so she took the 3 smoky ones up the front. She took like one of the kind of oily ones. Make 2 of them. Okay. 2 of them and 2 of the clear ones.
So these things seem to be in a strange... all the vials that you're seeing that are not the smoky ones, they're in these small, kind of squat, almost canister-like glass tubes or ampules. And you're kind of inspecting them, and there's a bit of a depression at the top of each of them as well, too.
Okay.
Give me, what's your intelligence, your character's intelligence?
1 sec, let me find the sheet that keeps disappearing on me. 12.
12. Give me a 1d6 roll, please.
Sure. Now I have to find the... Sorry. One thing that seems to completely befuddle me is the... There we go. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So you're looking at these things, and it's got to be a weird way to drink these things. If, yeah.
Is there like a... Yeah.
Gwen whispers to Kane. She's like... Pretend to like pull the door closed really quick.
Okay, so she goes over to the table when she's done looking through that and taking a few things.
Okay.
Anything on the table obviously interesting?
Not anything that seems to stand out. All this stuff is exotic and strange.
Yeah.
Right, like this is it's what the purpose that the stuff would have been put to. You've been in an alchemical lab before. This may be the starkest one that you've been in.
Okay. She just goes over here to take a look, see if there's anything in this corner.
I'm assuming that you've looked through the whole room here.
Okay. Yeah. She'll just take those vials and then head back out after they've been safely stored.
With the metal that's in here as well too, you may be able to salvage some. It may be of some value as well too. Some of the more exotic-looking instruments. So if you want to stuff that stuff in there, figure it'll weigh about 10 pounds, but you think you could probably hawk it for 200 GP.
Sure. Wow. Take that then. Yep. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So you guys have completed that search in there. As you're about to step out, Reagan, you hear a smash.
Mm-hmm. And she looks
spin around
from the room. Yep. She spins around.
So one of the kind of trays of vials is broken on the ground.
Does it look like anything's happening immediately with any smoke, any...
Nope.
No? Well, obviously, if Kane can't see and she says, something just fell. Was it one of the ones that she was kind of looking through that she might have pulled too far out or something?
Maybe. It's hard to tell. You're kind of on edge when you were looking through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Did I see anything from the doorway, Kev, at all?
Give me a D6 roll, please. Let's see. No. I think you were also on edge as well too, looking back and forth, keeping an eye out for the return of that smoke. So when that smashes on the ground, both of you sort of look back, so your head snaps back.
Reagan says, I think maybe we should just leave.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Sort of usher Reagan out and shut the door. Spin the old thing.
Okay. It's locked.
Give a little extra tweak shut.
Yeah.
This place has too many ghosts for my likings.
Yeah. It's definitely.
Where would you guys like to go next?
To the ale house.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is the GD pub?
Let's see. So which doors have we looked in? We haven't looked in the one down here, right?
No, we've started going clockwise around the room.
Okay. So this is the next one down here where Gwen is.
Okay.
Or should we? Or what do you think? Or should we just keep going up?
I mean, we may as well have a look whilst we're here, hadn't we?
Yep.
Okay, she cracks the door open.
I mean, we'll have to look upstairs too, right? We don't know what.
Yeah.
Okay,
So- All right.
Okay. Give me a sec here, guys. I want to see something. Something. Okay. Sorry, guys. Trying to find my fang dragon. I mean, okay. Okay. All right. Then, Gwen, you put your hands on the door and turn. And let me show you what you see. Another door.
Oh, 5 foot square. 5 foot square with another door. Waiting for a burst of steam or fire or electricity or. She waves the guys over and or the people.
One of these doors is going to be a mimic.
Chomp. I did rewatch The Thing recently. Oh, as an aside, shit. So I read a review of Rime of the Frost Maiden. Apparently, part of the adventure is an homage to The Thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So, me likey. As you guys from this campaign and from Legacy of the Crystal Shard are aware, I do enjoy my, deepest winter horror stuff. So, all right, Gwen, what would you like to do with this handle here? Nothing makes a DM happier than to see it opening a door physically paying a player.
Yes.
She's an adventurer. She's here to do heroic things. So opening a door should be part of that, right?
Absolutely.
I suggest to Kane hold this door open. The one that's.
Okay, so you step in, and like this chamber is much smaller than the others have been, Gwen. So it definitely feels fairly claustrophobic, and you can hear, since you on the left there, that wall in particular, you can hear the throbbing of that has never ceased for all the time you guys have spent in here. It just keeps throbbing away. Gwen, you put your handle on the door, and just like the others, it very easily gives. The motion is smooth. And 1, 2, 3. So in here, there are tables and shelves in this large laboratory. These are coated with a thin, greenish, slimy layer. One desk is heaped with pages of notes, and you can see a human skeleton dressed in moldy robes is slumped over the desk. there's a large glass tank that is atop the easternmost table, which is shattered. And shards of glass litter the floor of the room, while a pale green haze floats in the air.
What color was the gaseous thing that's been mocking us and disappearing up the vents?
Like a charcoal gray.
Okay, so it's not the same.
Yeah.
She stands in the doorway to keep it from closing.
Okay.
And waves at Kane to get Reagan.
All right, Reagan.
Looks
Reagan
like more magical, weird stuff.
And the smell of the room you said was...
The which
Sorry,
room?
was there a smell in this room like the other one?
There's not a smell in here. No, there's a stale kind of odor in here too.
Okay.
But yeah, there's that greenish haze that hangs in here, and there's that slumped over. It's on the far side of the room is where the skeleton is slumped over. Reagan, give me actually Reagan and Gwen, give me another D6 roll, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, you guys are really married to 4 today. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. So from where you are, from the angles, there's probably there's shelving units or whatnot in the way. This seems similar to the others, but you need to get it in and get a better angle to see what's going on with this this body.
Gee, whatever the DM says, you need to get in there. Reagan will take a couple steps into the room.
Okay.
A couple squares.
There's a slickness to the floor here, so you have to be careful to move to half speed to avoid falling. And you kind of hear this, that wet sound of every time the foot is lifted. There's that mushiness. And you make your way over towards the desk. You're almost there now. You got a better angle. There's a moldering robe that this thing is wearing, and on the desk there looks like another big book of some kind, in addition to the notes that are there, and a small, it's covered in slime, so you can't see what it's made of, but there is a like a pole or like a stick of some kind, like arrow straight, sitting on the desk next to where the book is.
Like, what are the dimensions of the pole? It's like small or?
No, it's not a pole. It's like a stick. So it's about
like a wand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about the same dimensions as a wand. Well, maybe a foot little longer and a foot long.
Yeah. And is it smooth or like it's like a?
Looks like it. Yeah, I mean it's covered in that slime. So you have to sort of pick it up and clean it off to get a better look at it.
Yeah, so she goes in her backpack, pulls out one of the extra towels that she put in there because she wanted to pack everything.
Yep.
She makes sure she has one. Basically, her hands are completely covered in that, and she first gently touches the slime to see if anything happens to the towel.
Okay. So the towel is soiled.
Okay. And so she wipes off the rest of the wall.
As Reagan is doing that, look at this dog. I swear the internal clock on this dog. Hi, sweetie. Hello. What you see is, yes, hello. What you see, Gwen and Kane, you're looking out into the hallway to make sure nothing is coming in. Gwen, you're keeping an eye in the room on those vents up top. But Reagan, what you can hear. Well, first off, what you see, Gwen, is there from that skeleton, and it's seeming to seep from it, there is a oily black smoke that comes out in agitated tendrils and begins to form. And also, you begin to hear a high-pitched keening. And all of you can hear this. That seems to fill this room. And as you turn around, Reagan, your attention taken off of cleaning that rod, you look up. And you can see the oily tendrils are forming into a roughly humanoid form. So black that you cannot see through it.
Okay.
And guys, we'll see what happens next time. So, let's award some XP here. Okay, hi.
How are we splitting all that gold stuff, guys?
You will get the XP for it. This is not a... you guys will get the XP for that. If you want to split it amongst the party, then that's totally fine.
How many players do we have, or characters?
Total characters? I think there's 7 in the campaign. 8?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
How many PCs we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. And let me make sure I didn't count the cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I think we don't count Prada, just because she so infrequently shows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total.
Okay, so there was... what was the
So let's see here. Total is 1,600 GP for today. And, okay, let me get the XP for those creatures you face. And actually, to set the tone properly, we need to get something a little more... Axione oriented. All right. Now, let's see. So great job with those spectral gear or scrap things, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah. Did anybody even miss? I don't recall anybody missing their attacks.
You guys were hitting. I think there was one miss.
I didn't miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the best we've ever rolled. Certainly the best Reagan's ever rolled.
You rolled a bunch of ones for other stuff, but not in combat.
Okay. Hello. Okay, and you haven't identified any magic items as of yet, so... Amar will get a share of the XP as well, too. So, 200. How many? Oh, no Astonishing Fortune left.
No.
Okay, so...
It may have saved some PCs.
The Astonishing Fortune?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was a good use of that today. All right, guys. Oh, and everyone's got the... What do you call it? That 10% bonus as well, too. So, today, guys, everyone is walking away with 1,628 XP. That's 1,628.
Whoosh.
Yeah. Good haul today.
And there's no class bonuses in Ash?
That's including your 10% bonus. I think all of you guys have enough to get your prime requisite bonus, so I've included that in there. And there's no class-based XP in Ash. All right. So then, guys, that was pretty awesome. So for those listening at home who joined us for session 30... Well, I think this is 41. Is that right? Yeah. 41 of this campaign, guys. Jeez. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the game, the campaign, or this session, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. If while you're down there as well, too, if you don't want to miss any future sessions of Reavers of Thule, be sure to click on subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified when we go live. And if you enjoyed the session, clicking on a like, as Jeffrey's pointed out, does help us as well, too. Let's see here. What else? If you also want to reach us to chat otherwise for the players, you can find a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server in the link in the bottom below there. And there's a bunch of channels we have dedicated to all the campaigns that we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff, including a very active now other podcast platform channel where we've got a ton of great podcasts, including our very own Spike Pit has his terrific podcast on there. You can find a bunch of great stuff dealing with gaming in general, old school gaming, general slice of life kind of stuff as well. So there's a ton of great podcasts you can find there, as well as a ton of great people on the server as well too. So you are more than welcome to join us on there and join in the conversation with all the fine folks of that server. In addition, I'll just say once again, a big thank you to everybody who helped make our annual charity raffle such a huge success. Anybody who donated, anybody who played in any of the games in which I did my outro for it, anyone who donated stuff, anyone who played in any of the special games as well, too. I thought I heard a noise here.
Go.
Thank you to everybody for that. We exceeded our goal of raising $2,000. So thank you to everybody who helped deliver that money to SOS Children's Villages International. We received a thank you email from them as well too. So if you go to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel's community tab, I've shared that with everybody because really it's the everyone who helps make the Dungeon Musings channel possible. All of you are to thank for that as well too. So please feel free to check that out and see the thank you that is due to everyone who helped make this year's raffle such a great success. And speaking of the great people, the last thing I'll say is a huge thank you to the players who joined me this Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, depending on where you are. Dave, Robert, Colin, and Will, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This was I love dungeon crawls like this. This was a lot of fun. So thank you, guys.
Yeah, cheers, Kev.
That's great. Thanks,
Awesome.
guys. Fun.
So then, once again, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 41, session 2, exploring this smoking tower. I look forward to seeing when the guys get to the actual challenging parts, because this has been so easy so far. So, for those listening at home, once again, thank you so much for joining us. If you are listening to us during the current crisis as well, we do hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We do hope that we gave you a couple of hours to turn your minds off of the troubles of our world and think of the troubles that our heroes keep getting themselves into. And until we see you again, happy gaming.